Welcome to Ultimate 8-Man, the ultimate destination for everything 8-man football, where the field is smaller, the action is faster, and the passion runs deep. Whether you're a player, a coach, or a die-hard fan, we bring you breakdowns, tips and strategies, coaching insights, and jaw-dropping plays from across the 8-man world. Join us as we shine a light on the athletes and teams redefining the games, because in 8-man football, every snap counts. What's up, football heads? We are back with part 2 of our Inside Zone versus Duo debate. I'm telling you, the more that I learn about this blocking scheme, the more I understand it, and the more I kind of like it, but I'll let you be the judge. Here we go! Duo blocking scheme is essentially power without the puller. This is confused with Inside Zone a lot, but there are some distinct differences I want you to look for. It's becoming very popular in the 11-man game. A lot of colleges, a lot of pro teams are starting to use it. I can see why. It works great in 11-man. 8-man is a little bit tougher, but you could still do it. And it would especially work good if you had bigger offensive linemen that wanted to get a vertical push and maybe weren't as athletic side to side. Maybe they weren't great pullers. Maybe they aren't great movers in space, but really want to focus on moving forward. And that's what duo concept is. It's power without the puller. And unlike zone, where the line is all moving in the same direction as running back. So zone left, you got everybody's taking steps left, running back included. The line moves the opposite direction of the ball carrier, usually in duo. So once again, that's why it's called power without the puller. The focus is getting as many double teams as possible to the second level on vertical pushes. And then, like I said, more emphasis on the vertical push as opposed to chasing linebackers. You're going to double into the linebackers vertically as opposed to chasing and trying to cut them off. Like I said in the intro, this is a relatively new blocking scheme for me, but I really like what it can bring to the table. You just have to get formation creative with this. I have it out of I formation right now. You could use your calls you use in zone. If you wanted to use ram, lion, deuce, solo, you could definitely do that still. The difference between duo and inside zone is while you're handing the ball off and the play's going to the right, your offensive linemen are stepping left. They're blocking down left. So once again, this is like power without the puller is kind of the tagline for it. So I'll show you out of I formation here what it would look like. You're going to double nose. He can make the ram call if they want, and you're going to double to backside. That means your tight end and your fullback are going to double here to here. So this is what makes it a little goofy, but it's definitely doable. Double here, eyes on the linebacker, and we're going. He gets a solo block on the backside. Now your tailback is going to read your Mike linebacker. We don't have a Mike right here, so he's going to read play side linebacker. If he overtakes to the left for some reason, he's going to continue his path. More than likely, he's going to step forward. So your fullback's really going to have to check here and go if it's an out of an I formation look. Double to backside. Fullback is going to have to help out there. Okay, more than likely what I would do versus this is, and we actually have had some teams do this on us, just add an extra offensive lineman. That does two things. It screws with your spacing, right? It screws with your D end. Is he going to stay here? Is he going to go to the gap? More than likely, he's probably going to go to the gap. I would highly doubt they pull the defensive end all the way out and leave this gap wide open. Power to them if they do. You could see everybody shift over. You know, that is a possibility. Plays going to the right. So you're going to have your calls and your rules. Again, you're going to down block away from the play direction. So with this, your guard backside is going to solo this linebacker. You're going to double here, maybe work to that backside even. These guys are going to double here, here, and probably bounce off. Okay, so as he gets the ball, we're just reading that play side linebacker, presses the hole, he's probably going to bounce it. Okay, he could scoot it up depending on what happens. And that's what it would look like with this. Ignore the red dot. Double, double. We've got options there. If they gap you here, gap, gap, gap. Okay, even better, still doubling there. Even if he's in the nose and he's over here, you're still doubling here to here, here to here. Okay, you want to get as many double teams as possible, and you want to get a vertical push. If it's a typical 3-2, you could line hit this guy up as a wing. You can put this guy in pistol, offset, however you want. It doesn't really matter. Say he's under center and it's just a straight downhill run. We're doubling here and here. We have solo, solo, double to the backside. Really take care of that. Okay, and these two can get off the ball a little bit quicker and double that way. And we'll show you what it looks like here. If he's lined up as a wing, double, double. You got a crease there, wherever it may be. All right, your running back has to be a little bit more patient on duo. I have learned, kind of almost that Le'Veon Bell. You're not attacking the hole. You're waiting to see which hole develops, and then you bounce it. If you're going to go 3-3, you're going to have to utilize a different formation. Fullback's going to read the mic. Play's going to the right. Double, 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 away. Okay, and then you want to get another double team on the line of scrimmage if you can. Okay, so you're going to maybe motion this guy in and have that happen. So it would look something like this. We motion him in to get our numbers even. We double here, and we still have bodies accounted for. All right? You could do that versus a 3-3 pretty easily. You could solo both of these if you wanted to. You could solo here and inside release and solo there and not worry about it, but you may as well double team at the point of attack and go. This is a blocking scheme that you're going to have to work on. You're going to have to communicate as well. It's just like inside zone in that regard. You're just, once again, blocking opposite of the play call and trying to get as many double teams as possible. If you have a forefront with duo, you're definitely better off because you have double teams on the inside, just kind of like inside zone, but you've got more vertical push within that. Center's uncovered. He's going to make a call. Maybe makes that lion call because they're doubling there, but we're blocking opposite, so you might want to change your terminology. Still reading this linebacker, where he goes, where he cuts. I'm motioning this guy in, but you don't have to do that. But it just gets people in formation, motion in. We got double teams everywhere, and then this guy's going to have to solo block here. This tight end on the backside is going to solo block. So essentially you're soloing the DNs, you're doubling on the inside, you're banking on those DNs, maybe flying upfield, you're banking on them, have an outside contain. If this D lineman does crash hard, he's going to have to end up taking him, solo block there, and that's why you kind of see what opens up. You see that massive clog in the middle, you have to bounce it. Okay, and it looks something like this. We go slow motion. He crashed inside and beat us. We got to bounce it. You can read the defensive end if you want. You can read this guy and turn this into a duo read. You just leave this guy on the outside to block. Okay, and you read this defensive end down and then out. Okay, simple trick, simple read, not an issue there. You can still line this guy up here, 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 wherever you want to. Okay, and you can still duo here, and then you tag the split with this guy coming across to take care of that defensive end. Just another wrinkle to it, just another show something a little different. So he would fly across and take care of that defensive end. Fullback is going to get the ball, and he's going to try to go to the right. My program isn't showing me the best. Okay, and then Q could still carry out the fake if he wanted to hold that defensive back, thinking he has the ball. So it would look something like this. Doubles, doubles. We zone split across. Fullback's down the middle. He thinks he has the ball. If you see the forefront that you aren't sure about with gaps, rules still apply. So we'll talk that here. Let's say you have a 1 and a 3, and you're probably gapped. Play direction's going right. Okay, super simple. No issue there. So you're going to take this call. Okay, you're going to lie in this. Center, guard are going to get a vertical push. They're going to double to the back to that linebacker. These guys are going to get a vertical push up to this linebacker. All right, you've got a solo call here. Now we have to take care of this D lineman. If he's way outside, you can motion him in to here, and then you can block him back out. And you solo blocked it. No issue. Fullback still gets the ball and can cut in. And that's what it'll look like with this. Say, oh, we don't like our numbers. Motion him in. Get set. He comes back out. And you've essentially run a duo split. You just did a little yo-yo motion with your Z. That's how you could get it going that way. If the roles are reversed and you go 3 and you go 1, and maybe he slides over, backers this way, backers more in the gap. You just look at your rules. Okay, we're still handing the ball. We want to go right. Well, we're going to solo block here, solo block over there, get a vertical push and double here to the backside. Now these two guys have to take care of these two guys. So you motion him in to a little wing. Defense is going to come over again, not a problem. And we double this D-line to that play side linebacker. Fullback gets the ball, reads the linebacker to his side where he goes, and he may end up actually cutting it to the backside. So let's just see what it looks like. Still reading this linebacker. He stepped forward, so I'm probably going to bounce it to the other side. Probably could have creased there. Options upon options. The thing that makes it tough in duo for 8-man is you need double team, double team, double team as much as possible. And so you might need to get creative with this. You might need to have a smart quarterback that is able to motion them in more times than not and maybe run some tags off of what you're doing. Totally doable. I like duo. I like the ability if you have guys that maybe aren't as athletic that can just get a vertical push. You can still run power, but you don't have to pull. That's definitely something you could do. But if you do it, you got to get really good at it and have a smart quarterback running the show to motion guys to get them in position to be successful and understanding all the calls. So there it is. You know, at the end of the day, inside zone and duo really go hand in hand. There's just a few differences that make them unique. And obviously, I think just dependent on your personnel and your philosophies, I don't think you're running duo if you want to go spread a lot. And I don't think you're running inside zone if you have bigger guys that just can't move very well. Really, to each their own. I like them both the more that I dive into it. But I'm going to still let you guys be the judge. Like and comment below what you think you like better, inside zone or duo. And thanks for coming on this journey with me. On to the next one, baby. Catch you on the flip side.